Hello and welcome to the Sacred Path. You know, sometimes people are judged by one particular thing they did back in their history. Well, Thomas is one of those kind of guys. So Jesus had 12 disciples, and Thomas was the guy that was always doubting. In fact, we hear the phrase, "You're a doubting Thomas." Now, let me read the verse for you. John chapter 20 says this, "But Thomas, one of the 12, called Didymus, was not with them when Jesus came. So the other disciples were saying to him, 'We have seen the Lord.' But he said to them, 'Unless I see his hands and the imprint of the nails, and I put my finger in the place of the nails, and put my hand in the side, I will not believe.' And 8 days later, his disciples were again inside, and Thomas with them. Jesus came to close the doors having been shut, and stood in the midst of them. 'Peace be with you,' he says. And he said to Thomas, 'Reach here and put your finger and see with my hands, and reach here and your hand and put it inside of my side, and yet you are still unbelieving?'" Well, Thomas is often remembered for that. But I want to tell you the other side of the story. Later on in Thomas's life, he makes his way to India. He goes by a river in India, and he sees a bunch of Brahmin priests, this false religion. And they're throwing water up in the air to sacrifice to their god. And Thomas says, "What are you doing?" And they explain to him what they were doing. So Thomas gets in the middle of the water, and he throws the water up in the air, and it suspends in the middle of the air. And at that moment in time, every Brahmin priest that was there committed his life to Jesus. And that began the gospel story in the nation of India. So today, when you think of Thomas, don't think of the guy doubting all the time, "I have to put my fingers on your side." No, think about the guy that goes to India and saves a lot of people for the kingdom of God. Never judge a person by one frame of their story.